All right, hey everybody, Marvin April, Cozy Acre. Out here today to see what's happening. This is Edmund. He's the gigawatt guy. He's the one doing all the hard work. So he's fixing our electric. Got all our meters set. Everything's placed. Waiting on Oncor. Talked to them this week. They're coming out hopefully in about 3 weeks. You can see where all our meters are set here, our panels. And then we've got service going up the telephone pole. And Edmund with gigawatts here got everything set up. You can see that just about 80 feet we've got our other panel set. You can see everything's getting buried here. Here's our lines. And then of course here is all of our septic. We're waiting on the inspector to finalize that. Edmund's son's out there digging more holes. Sucks for them. Then you can see here the burial lines, and then from there we'll go over to this is our clean outs here for our, we're going to have a container, shipping container here, which is going to be our laundry room. So these are our clean outs for that. As we keep going forward here, you can see that this is where they buried the first two 2,250 gallon septic tanks. That was quite an on task. And then obviously our service meter and our emergency light if it have problems. And so as you can see here, when we turn back to this way towards the sun and the stop sign, you've probably seen on some of the other videos, that's our gate. That's the entrance to Cozy Acre. And then from there you'll take a quick left on Church and then a quick right to come in. And then you can see from that point there, get a little closer over here. From that point here, you would come in this direction, heading westbound. There's our first hookup and clean out, second hookup and clean out, and this of course is the road coming in. So looking here to the right, over here is where all the trailers will be parked. You know, they'll be diagonally backed in, and we did that on purpose. We wanted the trailers to be diagonal somewhat. So if you're looking out your front door or looking out most of those trailers, the kitchen window is on the passenger door side, that you're looking out so you can see the park per se and not another trailer. We didn't want you just to see the side of another trailer. So we wanted to have a little privacy, but yet a little open range look, if that's what you want to call it. So that was the idea there. I think it's going to work out really well. We've got parking here for some of our bigger stuff. You know, and we, by definition with Parker County, we are an RV park, only because Parker County didn't have provisions for a tiny house park or a tiny trailer park. So we went with that. That was recommended by pretty much everywhere we talked to with Parker County, and so we took that and ran with it. Like I said, we are a RV park that will be hopefully exclusive to tiny trailers. That will be as we move further along. Right now, if RVs are the thing we need to do right now to get the park filled up, that's our plans, obviously. So looking back here, you can see the nice trailer you would have right here if you were at this particular parking spot, looking to my big pecan, or one of the big pecans. I've got a bunch of them out here. And then you'd be looking over the low water crossing to the backside, which is where our entertainment venue is going to be. We're going to put some shipping containers back there, and then have it set up where on Saturdays the park attendees that are here can go back there. We're going to have food trucks, taco trucks. We've got a gentleman lined up now that's got a Cajun trailer, and we'll have pops come out, you know, with like Steel City Pops, or somebody with some pops for the kids and things like that. So it's still a work in progress. I know it looks weird when you're just looking at a bunch of high weeds, but there's a plan. I know it's a sinister plan, but there is a plan. And then of course now you've seen from where I've been walking, I think 10 or 11 hookups. This is going to be a wide open spot right here. You'll notice that the hookups stop there, and then they start back here. This right here is the low water crossing. This is where you'll cross and go across to the backside of the Cozy Acre. And then we do own the road that goes all the way back to the very far that you can see back there where that lean-to is. We own the road that goes back there too, so we have a second option to get in. This particular area right here will be raised from where it is right now, from creek level, we've got 7-foot square concrete tubes coming. Then we'll cover this, so it'll be a high road crossing. And then that big tree there will have some lights in it that will be controlled by smartphones. So during summertime, wintertime, 4th of July, we can change the lights and kind of have the mood for 4th of July, things like that. And then of course now we're back over here to our clean outs, and of course from like here you would have a trailer. These would be a little more long ways vertical, and then horizontally, and these are going to be a little more vertical than the ones on the other end of the property, but horizontally they'll back in kind of to the creek. But then like here where April comes up and she's walking, this will be, you can see from the front where the stop sign is and the electricians are working, that will be our road coming in. And then we'll turn around here. This will be a roundabout, basically, in layman's terms, or new terms for the new municipalities. I call it a turnaround, but it'll be a roundabout. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more spots over here, and these will be for some of the smaller units. They may be turned sideways, they may be backed in, don't really know yet. That's a work in progress too, but the hookups are, that's what matters. Then all my pecan pile over there, that will get moved, obviously. And then of course over there is my tractor barn. And then right here, when you look to the left, you can see that green lid. That's the septic for this back section, so that will stay. And then of course we can't drive on that, so we lose a parking spot there, but we'll have a cabana there. We've really been looking at these galvanized silos. They look like old silos, but they're really neat cover, so we'll put some pavestone down there, and then one of the silos on that, so you can sit out here. And although most of this back here stays shaded all the time, on a nice rainy day you can sit back and hear the water hitting the metal and sit under there and read your iPad or whatever it is you want to do, or just sit and enjoy the weather. And lots of trees out here, lots of shade, lots of critters. We've got deer out here, so you can just kind of sit back and enjoy nature. That's the plan. Yeah, we did get news this week that we have to, Oncor's coming out, like I talked about earlier. They're coming out to do their stuff. We think we're 3 to 4 weeks away. We're not really sure, but then yesterday we found out we have to put in a fire hydrant. Not really sure why. A lot of the other places around here haven't had to. It was recommended though by Walnut Creek Special District, so that's what we're going to have to do. Amazingly enough, they recommend that we put in a fire hydrant. Unfortunately, the fire hydrants are 10 to 11 months delayed, but they are going to allow us to do a certificate of occupancy. So we'll be able to occupy the park, and then when the fire meter hydrant becomes available, then they'll put that in at a later date. But that's kind of the latest. That's where we're at right now. The electricians, I think, are going to be done next weekend. We're waiting on his final inspection from the Parker County on the septic, and we've got the water to do, which is really just a side effect of all of this. That's not a big deal. And I'm telling you, it's going to be big. I think we're going to have, I think we'll have tenants in here by the end of August. So that's our plan. And until further notice, and we'll give you some more videos as we move along. But anyway, Marvin and April, Cozy Acre. We'll see you later and give you updates next week. So be careful, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Stay safe. What is it? It's
stay safe, stay strong. We'll see you later. Bye.